waarom toch ik zin je? Waarom toch ik zin je? Dus waarom toch ik zin je? Waarom toch ik zin? Man, ja, wake up, kan niet alien. 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 Dus waar staat die training? Waarom toch ik zin je? Dus waarom toch ik zin je? Waarom toch ik zin? Man, ja, wake up, kan niet alien. 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 Kan niet alien.
Is the owner of Heavenly Relaxation Spa based in Alexandra, 14th Avenue. Whenever you get time, please come and do check it out. And she has like a customer base that's insane, ranging from your known celebrities to just people like myself, Clevo. Xoli, welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm fine, Clevo.
Sharp. So, yeah, we're here finally. I've been waiting to interview you for a while, but you know, with the COVID-19 situation that happened, things were delayed. So we're finally here, and I can see we're in your spa right now. You wanna tell us what you do here?
My name is Xoli Kubeka.
Yeah.
So I'm the owner-operator of Heavenly Relaxation Spa, which is the first of its kind at Alexandra Township.
Nice.
So I've been running the spa for 9 years now, which is a self-funded spa.
Wow.
Which what made me start the spa is because of I grew up as a very busy child, interacting etusong, with other kids.
Yeah.
So I was all over the place, playing netball, dancing, doing theater.
Okay.
So I did so much. So as my upbringing in Alexandra Township. So what inspired me to open a spa is that after my trek, I studied media studies and journalism.
Okay.
And then I realized that it's not something that I liked because growing up, I was always around people.
Yeah.
So let me start something that will make me be around people, which the beauty industry started when I was using my sister's makeup, putting those lipsticks. As a child, I think I was 6 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, putting the
That
lipsticks.
young.
That very young. And then growing up, I started now gathering my peers every after school, which I was at Chinese coaching school.
Oh, I went there too. Oh, primary?
Primary school.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I started at nursery at Chinise coaching school.
Okay, yeah.
And then I went Chinese coaching school, and then around grade, I think it was grade 5, 6, I started plaiting my peers' hair.
Okay.
And then I made it a career.
Right?
Yeah, at a young age, I made it a career where I would gather my peers, my friends every after school, and then plait their hair.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we were doing dances at the age of 10, 11, where I used to go to Tusong a lot.
That's the recreation center here.
Yeah, the recreation at 12.
Yeah.
So I would go there Tusong, and there was this woman that was called Usisibui.
Okay.
And then she started teaching us how to dance, your African contemporary, your spansula, and your hip hop. We did so much, which we also went in competition at the art festival that was hosted here around Marlborough.
Okay.
Yes, and then we compete with each other as groups of peers and Alex. Yeah. And then I think my passion of being around people started there because I grew up with a lot of kids. Abo master, we was from the Ikarat.
Oh yeah, I thought I was doing that.
I was that kid. I was all over the place. Yes, and sometimes my mom wouldn't even want that. Mom would so that we had shout, but she didn't understand that it was keeping myself busy out of the streets, unlike doing other funny stuff. At least we're keeping ourselves busy.
Doing extracurricular activities that grow you.
Exactly. Well. And then at the age of 10, 11, I started this school called Butterfly School, where I gathered my peers. And then there was these RDP toilets that we used here in Alex. And I used to use that RDP toilet as a chalkboard.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I go pick up stones.
Which ones? Those black ones?
No, the green ones.
Oh, okay.
RDP toilets,
okay, yeah.
And then I would use it had those showers and next to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I
and then I would
see
use
those.
the shower as a chalkboard, and then go pick up stones, use them as chairs.
Wow.
Yeah, and then my friends would sit there and my peers. And then the next thing you know, I'm teaching them how to read and write. At that time I was very good, like academically at school. Yeah, I'll teach them how to read and write, English, Afrikaans. And then the next thing we did dances at that butterfly school.
Yeah.
Like your drum measurement, touch it baguette and start hitting it and then battery divine.
Yeah,
Yeah, the next thing.
That was always fun.
It was always fun. I was always the leader.
Oh,
yes. So the next thing, as I said, I'm learning Matosa.
Okay.
This other friend of mine who was Tembisiete.
Wow.
And then we'll always make ourselves Tembi, Bumshaka vibes.
Yeah.
And then the next thing, we started this Sarafina thing, which I was a Sarafina, and then was this childhood friends of mine doing Sarafina together at the streets, gathering uniforms. Yeah. Like I was such a hectic, busy child.
but to touch that point, you said your mother was married while you were out so late.
Yes, because she didn't understand.
But I just want to highlight something. Things were safer back then than they are right now.
Exactly.
I remember I was 6 years old and used to go to school in Yeoville, Kes and that side. So I used to go alone, and from age 6, I'd take a taxi, go to school in town, come back safely on my own. But I don't think I would trust a 6-year-old in this time to do that. Those were different.
Yeah, it's because of how Alexandra just changed, Yeah, so there's no even those. It's just so racist like before.
It's not.
It's not because before
we grew up there.
It used to keep us very safe, before even Mom Beauty. And then it was Mom Beauty. I was still young when I went there. I met a lot of people, since I was Spanto, living around Patin. And the rest were guys. Like I did so much. So growing up as a busy child, I think you survive
True.
As well. You understand?
True.
Yes. So now you don't see kids playing, you don't see kids
it's scary.
It's
scary these days.
So we don't do that because we're scared.
Yeah, it's scary now.
Exactly.
It's a different time. All those times we were in auction, but we were still safe.
Exactly.
In this day and age, you don't even know your own neighbor.
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't know who to trust. I've raised this on previous episodes with you. Sometimes there's people moving in and out every other week, and you don't know them, and you don't know where they're coming from, what their background is. Exactly. This person could be a bad person.
Now that you're saying that, even the schools that we attend now, they don't have like academic activities.
Programs.
Programs. Like Chinese, they used to teach us how to cook. Like being a chef, we used our hands.
I did that when I got to Chinese grade 8.
Like there's so much that we learned. The scientific stuff that we mixed chemicals together, doing many experiences. Manjaba science isn't as I can't even count in English China.
I threw that out. I threw that out.
No, I'm such a... I don't forget. I don't forget. My memory is very powerful.
That's good.
So,
That's good.
And then growing up as a busy child, and then went to media studies after matric. I failed matric.
Okay.
And then failing, I repeated matric. And then I failed maths again.
In matric?
Yeah, in matric. Yeah. And then I decided to take a leap year. Okay. While I took a leap year, not going... what do you call it? A leap year?
A gap year.
A gap year. Yes. And then while taking a gap year, I decided not just to sit looking names next. Let me keep myself busy. Okay. And then my mom was very good friends. No, Mama Garu was 16. It's like this.
Okay.
And then my mom was like, okay, let me just since we and help out. And we're still young. Okay, let me let you do that. And the cool man and Mama Garu gave you a job.
Okay.
That woman gave me a job. Her son Urotni was owning some place, a pub, like 17. And then I used to go.
Litabong.
Yeah, Litabong. And then I worked at Litabong for 2 years.
Okay.
Working at Litabong, picking up ice buckets,
Wow.
You know, when people are going dancing and having their fun, I used to walk around, create conversations with people, interact with people, you know, and my friends wouldn't understand that. They were like, wow, someone's a little wrong.
Yeah, because it's so local.
It's so local, and your dad is overseas, blah, 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 blah. You know, and I was like, they couldn't understand their vision because it taught me so much. It taught me responsibility. Yes, it taught me responsibility. It taught me to be a breadwinner. I started helping my mom because my mom was we used to work at petrol station garage for 29 years.
Wow.
I don't remember what the garage name was. Mobi something, like A12, before we buy engine garage.
Before we buy the engine, wow.
Yes. So I started in garage like Manamela, where they took her in. She was pregnant with me. Then I couldn't have family. The extras son. And then I grew up there, and my mom, our police, you understand? Yes. So yeah, from working there, I told him 740, moving around garages, getting more experience. And that time I didn't have a nanny. She had to move to garage like 13.
Okay.
Yes, and then there was this mini park near garage. And then if I didn't have a nanny because of my nan, and then like actually and then I'll run after her, pull a skirt while pouring petrol, you know. So
Okay.
And then my dad used to be a taxi driver, you know, to owning his own 2 taxis, to getting shot, to having to let me leave this job.
That life.
Yeah, let me leave this job.
That life is rough.
Yeah, unfortunately she went to school. My dad, he went to school.
Oh, he went to
So then he got an opportunity to go to London. Okay. Now he stays in England for 18 years now.
Wow.
Yes, but I'm very close with my dad. In terms of magarenka. Change, you know, to exchange.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, change and what so on. So I grew up in a family of hustlers.
Yeah, I see.
So when I picked up those bottles and people thought I was stupid, no, I was doing it, you know.
There was a bigger plan. It's hard to show people what they can't see.
Yeah, exactly. So and decided to go study media studies, saving money from Lapagoborotni. And then going and studying media studies, journalism, and then realizing, no, it's not my thing. Okay, now no. Now I want to do people's nails. I want to make people look beautiful because as I was picking up those empty bottles where people were dancing, like with that great nice nails, man.
Presentable while doing that job.
Doing that job, selling alcohol, So I got inspired by myself. And then I went and studied SCMB College in Randbeck, where I got a teacher called Miss Rene Pam. She was very patient with me. That woman, I'll never forget her. You know,
it's good to have those people that are in your corner.
And I remember a White House, Randbeck. And then I need to walk a distance, pass bar and walk and no, I can't do this anymore. I wanna quit. I don't know, couldn't wait to quit, but I couldn't because I knew what I wanted. And then finishing the course, the whole cosmetology course.
Okay.
For 2 years. And then I was like, okay, then Miss Rena Pam got me a job, a temporary job at Sobe, Eranmek.
Okay.
I worked there for 4 months. Working there, I used to get a lot of Indian people, your white people, your black people, they loved my services, which I was learning new services, work ethics, about products, so they helped me a lot.
To gain that experience and exposure to the industry.
But because of, I felt my mom got sick. And then she needed to go in and out to hospital. And then my dad, because overseas. But I don't know, he just vanished. So he says communicating as well with the call. He just disappeared on us, I think for 1 year.
Wow.
But eventually came back. God is good. So and then now I needed money to take my mom to hospital. It's the only plan to have that cash to help my mom recover is to quit my job. and get your relief fund.
Okay.
Then you'll have my mom.
Yeah.
And then I quitted my job. Unfortunately, I got so much small money because I didn't last.
Yeah.
But I think so I gained a lot of experience from them.
Yeah.
And then when I quit my job, I asked my mom, okay, my mom was now okay. Yes, because and then my son was like, Ish, I want to start a business. My mom was like, are you starting a business when? No, go back to work. I was like, no, I want to start something of my own. And then I asked my mom for permission. I started working at my mom's dining room desk downstairs.
Okay.
And then now my mom wasn't comfortable with strangers. Abantu abagcwala endlini yakhe. Kwenzakalani manje la lo mntwana lo?
Coming in and out.
Like kungenzani lo mntwana lo? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I had to explain to my mom that I want to go in this and I'm loving beauty and what, you know? And my mom was like, okay, instead of uhlala endlini, let me ask my boss, Utani, she had moved to the engine garage to man. That you need space, you know, maybe I'll go space. I couldn't when I was like, okay, no, I can give her the small desk. She can do it outside her mom's yard instead of inside the house because mama might go comfortable. Yeah. And then it was just a stoop here. This building wasn't here.
Yeah.
And then I had that small desk with that small equipment.
Yeah.
You know, moving in and out, you know. If it's raining, I need to pick up the table. Maybe say when it's shiny, sometimes the products are messy. You know, like maybe that thing, picking up the table.
So much drama.
But
that's why I love people.
I did that for 3 years. No, for 3 months. I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Picking in and out. You know, sometimes I'm still young. I wanna go out with my friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes my friends will help me to pick up that desk. Yeah. So then I started getting a lot of people in through going out, you know. Okay, no, it's the lady that does nails. I started putting my work through social media. Yeah, marketing myself, making sure everything is branded. Yes. Everything is branding.
And how did you come up with that heavenly relaxation spa?
I was sitting in an internet cafe. I remember it was the times that I was putting the desk outside and in. Okay. And I was like, what am I going to call this business? Because it needs a name.
Yeah, because it's going somewhere.
Internet cafe like 12.
Yeah.
I find this other guy sitting. I don't know what to call my business. I want to start a business. This guy, they're like, okay, where's your business? I was like, it's a 15, but okay, what are you planning to do? That's it. Because of now I don't have space, I'm working as stupid in Japan. I want to make it an upstairs. Upstairs.
Wow.
While saying that. The power of preaching what?
Speaking things into existence.
Yes. And I was like, I want to upstairs because there's no space. And so because people, they've built houses. You can't build better.
Yeah. There's no space.
The only space you can create is an upstairs.
Upwards, right?
I think I was imagining it and here it is. And then I was like, this guy's, because I want to do an upstairs, I want to call it heaven something.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, why don't you call it heaven? I was like, no, heaven is too...
It's too much.
No, it's like... Too, everyone is calling heaven. It's a popular name. Yeah. Let me just, heaven, and then people are going to relax upstairs. Ne?
Yeah.
I will have a balcony. So heaven, relaxation, spa.
Wow.
That's how I called it heaven.
Okay.
And this wow.
Yeah.
I want to do branding. I want to call it a name. The ones that I was sharing my ideas of calling the name,
the business
heavenly spa. There's that same guy that I'm talking to. When's it branding?
Wow.
And he wants to market himself as well.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, he hasn't. So there's a business card. And then so design a logo. It's us. It's a guy from Alex, but I'm like, no. We're talented in our own different ways. Let me give him a try. Yeah. I gave him that guy a try. We designed my logo. Yeah. We started to trademark it. So anyone don't steal the name and the logo. Yeah. He did that for me. He did the business cards for me, the flyers,
Wow.
And then he's like, no, open a Facebook page. I'm like, okay, but how am I going to do it? Because this, millions on a Facebook page. Like, it's so much for me.
It gets a lot.
You can do it. Trust me. And then here I am. I did it. I was my own photographer. Yeah, my own marketer, my own cleaner, like my own everything.
One woman army.
One woman army.
Yeah.
Okay, from using that desk, I was like, I'm affected with the rains. I can't open the sun. When it's shiny, the products will be messy. Okay, because I don't have money to go rent out at the mall. The business still new.
Yeah.
The capital and years.
Yeah.
And the business is not funded. No one is funding me. I
It's
started
just
this on my
self-start. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let me build it covered that table,
some shelter.
a shelter. I'm like, okay, I'm saving money. Hey, maranya short. How unkulunkulu alethuka bambheki. My dad is calling. No, there's so much that happened overseas. I got arrested, but now I'm out.
Wow.
I'm sorry to disappear. I cried.
Yeah.
And then I told my dad what I'm doing, and then he just supported me,
Yeah.
even though my dad believed I needed to be a minister.
Okay.
My dad thought, like, I was very smart, and I grew up with my dad.
Yeah.
So we thought that, no, that beauty thing,
he couldn't see it.
Yeah, I couldn't see it. Like, no, be a minister.
Yeah, be someone
Be someone
recognizable.
Yes,
in that
because I know you can do it.
Yeah.
You've got the power to do it, I was like, no, Dad, I love beauty. Okay, I'm giving you a try. Do it.
Yeah.
So now, what are you going to do? You need to know I'm going to, I want a shelter.
Yeah.
And then my dad is like, okay, do a shelter. When after doing the shelter, and then I will support you, say.
Yeah.
Against the shelter.
Okay.
Thank God. I'm concerned, Baba. I'm forgetting 4,000. Why 4,000 is not enough?
Yeah.
For against the shelter. And told some guys from Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
But we can do it for you, sister. And I'm like, okay, I'm giving them a chance. They did the shelter for me, and the labor was enough. Everything was enough.
Okay.
I thank God. That was the last time my dad helped me with my business.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm responsible now. I need to do everything on my own.
Yeah.
I started getting a lot of clients that supported me in LX.
Yeah.
Should be one.
Yeah.
Massage room.
Yeah.
It's a massage bed on the side. This side, I'm doing nails. So imagine how packed it is in one room. But I had a lot of clients from Alexandra. I don't want to lie. People from Alexandra have been supporting me. I'm who I am today because of them.
Yeah.
Yes. And then I was like, okay, Konamanje, it's packed. What am I going to do? Let me build an upstairs.
Okay.
That's when an upstairs.
That's when the heavenly part came in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was already there, but the heavenly spa.
Yeah.
Yes. And then build an upstairs with saving money. Now I was doing a lot of money. When I build an upstairs, manje salary. It's hectic. Everyone wants to see.
It became a thing.
Yeah, what is this girl doing? Of course I grew up with the art, the whatever that I was doing.
And
so it was easy for people, yes.
Gigs.
Yes.
Now it's paying off because people remember you from there.
Yes. So everyone now wanted to see what I'm doing.
Yeah.
They came, I started work at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I would close around 3 a.m. Sometimes before 7.
Wow.
It's nails, it's eyelashes, it's makeup.
It became a place like your chiller.
To chill and I'm working. And I was happy by that time, like, I'm making money. I don't care what time I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And it affected me in a way that I almost lost my hands.
Wow.
I got now a lot of people. There was so much happening, it was like so much that was happening. I couldn't even have a space of my own because people were here. They would come in the morning at 9 and leave around 3 a.m. sometimes 24/7. And then I need to wake up tomorrow, start the job again. And there was just so much that was happening. And then I don't know if it was a spiritual attack or maybe a way of God showing me that I need to relax and take care of myself because I wasn't eating anymore.
Wow.
Shoot, when I eat, I take a break. I'm going to watch and like, okay, there's so much clients that are left. I can't just sit for an hour and have lunch. I need to make money.
I'm wasting.
I would
wasting money.
I would like 5 minutes meat, bread, and then come back to work and to finish all the clients. I wasn't eating. I wasn't taking care of myself.
Yeah.
So that's how my hands situation came about. My hands started itching as I was working.
Wow.
I remember I closed work around 1 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And I was taken to Life brand hospital.
Okay.
And then I remember I made 1.2 that day.
Wow.
I wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
And then with that 1,200, I had to take it back to the doctor.
Wow.
Because the consultation was 900 and
Yeah.
I needed to buy medication.
Yeah.
In the morning, as using the medication being injected, I got worse. My hands started itching more. The itching started like very nice.
Yeah,
you know,
just the light.
Yeah,
itch.
and then I saw no man. Now it's hard.
Yeah, now it's more painful.
That's how I was taken to hospital, and then my money went back to hospital.
Yeah.
And then it came. It became a spiritual attack that doesn't want to stop now.
Yeah.
I would pray, but fun.
Yeah.
Now they started to swollen. I would have funny cuts which I didn't know where the cuts came from.
Jeez.
You know, my clients were patient with me.
Yeah.
My clients would come here, see how I look, and like, oh my God, we will wait for you to use the medication or apply whatever you apply. And then it's fine. We're not in a hurry.
This is attacking your livelihood.
Yeah.
Because
without
this is how you make your money, you know.
And without my hands, I can't work.
Yeah.
It was such a painful experience. It happened for 2 years.
2 years.
Seeking different dermatologists, going from one doctor to another doctor.
Wow.
Oh, it was such a painful experience until this one woman came here at the spa. You know, with black people.
Yeah.
Others were like, no man, this thing maybe it's something that was handmade.
Yeah.
You know, to destroy your business because you know. So now I was confused and I started believing everything that people are saying.
Yeah.
But I kept a positive mind. You know, because we don't know where people are taking you because we'll never know about people.
True.
So now I was like, let me go to church. I went to church and then they told me this is spiritual attack. I started using your church's stuff, you know, your
holy oil,
traditional medicines and what so on. Started praying, and that's how I healed.
Wow, that's a powerful testimony.
And taking care of myself more, you know. I started being strict.
Days off.
Yeah, I started being strict. I started closing the business at 10 o'clock, the latest at night, because I need to accommodate people that are working. Most of my clients are from work. Yes, because it's not only my youth. There's older people that come here. They want to do their nails. You know, they come with their kids. You know, and then I saw an opportunity. My hands started healing. I started making. I didn't actually stop working with those painful hands.
Okay.
When I sleep at night, I would I worked the pain out. Yeah. At night, I would put my hands inside hot water. Yeah. To make the pain. Yeah, you know. Yeah. When my it gets leakage, you know, it's yeah. But I eventually healed from that, and that's how I learned that I need me more before the business, before anyone, you know.
Take care of
because
yourself.
Without me, there's no heavenly spa.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I started taking care of myself. I started healing, eating proper. My dad was helping because he's overseas. Yeah. So he started doing researches for me. Started telling me, no, have smoothies a lot. Yeah. You know, since when you're busy, you can't
change
properly
your
eat.
diet.
Yeah, just change your diet. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
The rest will follow. Yes. Okay. The business started booming. Yeah. And then I started seeing, okay, let me create marketing strategies, you know, just to keep the business fun. And then I saw all the people come with their kids here. The kids would cry, they want to put gel on, you know, like, okay, let me accommodate the kids as well. Started coming up with ideas like pamper spa parties for kids, you know, in a package of 15, 20 kids, massaging them, you know, doing face exfoliations, they cucumbers on their faces with their pink gowns. Yeah, because kids also enjoy that, you know. Yeah, and I came up with a lot of marketing strategies, got this help from this girl who was doing soap, and then she actually taught me how to do my own soaps and gel. You know, when it's October, Breast Cancer Month awareness, I would give those soaps and tar gels to my clients, you know, honoring the Breast Cancer Month awareness with pink ribbon bows and them showing their breast with my nails on. Wow. You know, I came up with so much.
Wow, that's so fun.
Yeah, just to keep the business fun. Yeah. And then I created this event which I got permission to close down the street here in Alex. Yeah. And then I created this event that had a runway ramp at my masseuse that I was working with. Doing massages at the show. The ticket was $150. Okay. And I got different businesses in Alex that got stalls to sell and showcase their craft as well. And while watching my models, showcasing my nails, the makeup that I do, the lashes, the massages. We even did a theater show which we with a guy called Nicholas Mkuta from Tembiso, where we were doing with the models, so they create a play talking about xenophobia, which got people crying, and I got a lot of support from those shows, and I unfortunately I was doing them out of my pockets. I wish like I had funding to pay it on and support, because it was an informative show, and we were showcasing all our businesses. It wasn't only focusing about me only, which I was doing annually. So I did it 3 times a year annually, getting more support from Alexandra, even your tavern owners, this they came to watch the show, bought the 150 tickets, cocktails, selling food,
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there's so much that I did. I also worked with Hess Foundation. It was called Help a Stranger, where I picked up 3 schools, which was in Fundisweni, the Pulisho Primary School, Zenzelen Primary School, where we went and donated 600 school shoes for the kids with the help of Hess Foundation and what's the South African Academy and some group called Jiggies. I think it was Jiggies. They were doing your burgers for the kids, your hot dogs and so on. So and I also got an opportunity to get a lot of interviews with Alex FM as they saw me grow and what I was posting about. It was very inspiring. So I got a lot of shows in Alex FM where we did beauty features with my friend, a makeup artist, Celeste, talking to youth, how to put your makeup, how to take care of yourself.
Celeste that does makeup for like generations or something?
No. She's a local makeup artist. She does celebrities like Bobonang, a lot of celebrities. She did. She's a good friend of mine.
I think that's what I was going to. I know her association with celeb.
Yeah. And then me as well started getting more celebrities coming in, seeing my work, coming to support. I think as far I had around 21 celebrities. And then there was a show that was done by Mkiase, which is a Kwaito singer. It was doing Thursday Lifestyles, where she got celebrities, which are her friends, to visit our businesses, and then we do the services for free. And it was all kind of exposure for us. And I started getting my first TV interview as the first by Alex, one of its kind. Yes. Firstly, I was interviewed with this newspaper article around here in Alex, and then in Sunday World, and then I got more TV interviews. My first one was with SABC One, a show called Expression. It was talking about owning the first buy in Alex, being a young entrepreneur. And then my second interview was with ENCA. It was talking about being a young entrepreneur as well, owning the first buy in Alex, giving back to the community. So many drives that I did, which also I would interact with my clients, ask them to donate matric dancers. Dresses, and then try and make a matric dance a success for a kid. I would go like Eralukhile High School, your LXI, like every other high school in Alex would come here, maybe help kids that are doing academically well at school, but they don't afford to go to matric dance, and then fund them with our nails, the makeup that we do, like everything that we do. Just make it like a wedding, because no one wants to miss their matric dance.
It's such a big moment.
Exactly. So then getting another TV interview with, my third one was with Ikizaga. It was talking about stokvels, but mine was an investment account, because I grew up in a home where my mom used to interact with other women doing stokvels, giving each other money, and I saw how she used her money. When she got it, she would fix her home. So I started doing different stokvels. Others were failing because we're still young. Sometimes someone you give money and then they can't bring it back anymore. But this one was a first invested. Yes. Then I had a conversation with my clients, talked about saving money, which it was called First Investors. I was the founder of it. That's how I got the interview with SABC2 on Kizaga, on Dosto's show. But ours was different because it was an investment. It wasn't a stock fund. We're saving 1.5. We're aiming to be people's bank. And I also I got an interview with Sunday Road to representing my members, and SABC2, another interview at the JSE with Tostos and other two guys talking about the first investors and how we're aiming to be a people's bank, because there's few black banks in South Africa. But unfortunately it also failed because other people couldn't afford more money again, you know. So it happens. It happens,
especially in this economy of ours.
Exactly. So and then my fourth interview was with SABC Moja Love, where I got an interview with Ubusisiwe Gumede, which she grew up Penny Alex. She's a journalist and a media broadcaster, and then she found me on social media, asked to interview me, and then we shot She Conquered, because she thought that through all odds I conquered.
And they have
with the hands, with so much that happened, but I still walk out powerful, and I'm still doing what I'm doing, no matter what circumstances. So and then I was interviewed with that, because eventually on social media I met a friend when I was dealing with my hands, and then a friend, she's a client who wanted to be a friend. And then Ganti, she will end up writing about my hands, because I was still young. When I go out, I used to buy those nice gloves. So to avoid people asking me what's wrong with your hands. So then she actually named and shamed me on social media. Wrote that I've got crocodile skin hands, and I think that I'm better than anyone, and I think that I'm Queen Elizabeth. And then it trended, but she actually helped me, and I thank her for that, because I wouldn't see who people are for me. Which people are for me. So she actually exposed a lot of people, which is a good thing. I'm not angry at her for what she did, but I was kind of disappointed. But I also got out of that with power, you know. So I've been through so much. I was also in an abusive relationship.
I remember
for 4 years. You know, meeting a guy through Elitabo and having and you know, so much happened as well. It was in terms of the success of my business didn't come out good with the guy. You know, she started being jealous and she wanted to strangle me. I also came out alive from that. So I'm also a motivational speaker. Where I did a show at the kitchen, you know, getting matriculant students, where I organized lunch through the help of this friend of mine, which is Jeannie. She came with tourists at my spa. She helped me with the presents, the gift for the kids, and with the show, how we can make it. You know, I got Abonom Sabutelezi, who also dealt with so much. You know, who wanted also to be motivational speakers. You know, Yon Junju, a lot of people that helped to get that message out. That no matter what happens, but you can't give up. You know, in life. So and in my fifth TV interview was with Newsroom Africa. Yes, it was also talking about the effect that's happening in our townships. You know, how does it affect our businesses in terms of rape, in terms of crime, you know, such as that. I was also explaining that as well. And then my sixth TV interview was with Buafela on Mojalav. I was engaging with other youth in Alex. We had the interview. They asked permission to shoot it here at my place outside, as it showed a nice view. I've got a nice balcony.
I will share the view. I'll share the view on my social.
So I was interviewed with UTK, the station manager on Alex FM, and then we are talking about engaging, you know, how crime affects us as, you know, leaders in Alex, you know. So and my fourth, my eighth. I said seven.
We're on 8.
Oh, we're on 7.
7.
On 7. I don't even remember.
7. I'm counting.
7-1 was with Newsroom Africa as well. I was also talking about being affected as well with the what's happening at our townships, running businesses. Is it safe? Is it not safe?
Yeah.
And how we deal
Because of, remember,
so much.
there's so many things that have happened to local businesses. Like that lady was 16,
Yes,
the fish and chips that got shot.
Yeah, I
and
remember.
died.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was my client, eh?
You see.
Yeah. So, and then my 8th interview was with ETV.
Okay.
Where I was interviewed at my spa. The show was The Culture.
Okay.
And I was interviewed with Bo Kuto Teledi from YFM.
Yes.
Your Umbaliwe, the social media influencer.
Okay.
And then I was talking about the first buy in Alex and if people from Alex support me.
Yeah.
And then do they want to see me grow, which they
Yeah.
did want to see me grow because I've been getting so much support.
Yes.
And then with the car wash, I also mentioned it, the car wash that I did outside.
Yes.
It was also a part of getting my hood guys not to think about crime, because I think
something to do.
I think crime is stopped by people working. If we
people
can work,
being engaged in something bigger than
exactly.
them.
And people if they work, I don't think they're gonna have that mentality to do crime.
Yeah.
So that's why I did the car wash and outside, and it was also trying to also generate small income for them and trying to get my clients' cars safe. As well,
at the same time, I have guys park it here.
Exactly.
They can watch it. They can wash it. Whatever you need. Wow,
yes,
that's so big.
Yeah. So I just pray God to get funding and people to help me, because I've got greater things to grow the business and greater ideas. Yeah. So I just can't do it on my own.
That's true.
So that's why I always pray to God to bring me the right people. Yeah. Of course, also creating jobs. Getting people, you teach them skills and then they want to leave and start something of their own, which is not a bad thing, but it kind of kills their business and your growth as well. It stunts
the growth.
Yes.
The turnover, a lot of people coming in and out is very harmful to a business.
Exactly. Yeah. So
wow, that was so inspiring. So I'm going to take you back to everything that you said because I want us to talk about certain things in isolation specific. So I want to know what made you feel the need to be so engaged with the community and take part in so many projects of giving back, even when you were faced with your own things, with your health and your hands and everything, but you still found it in yourself to go back and give back. So I want to know where that spirit comes from.
I think the spirit comes from my ancestor, which is my granny. Yeah. My father's mom used to... she didn't have so much kids, others passed away. And then my dad and my aunt were the only ones that were left. Okay. So she kind of adopted kids, grew them up. So she had that spirit of adopting kids. Yeah. So I think I had, because I grew up a lot with my dad, my granny, which she taught me a lot of things. Yeah. So I think that spirit of helping people came from that. Yeah. That if my granny actually taught me that you can't eat bread when someone else is watching. If you have one slice, share it half, give someone. Yeah. So I think that spirit came from my granny.
And that is so important, not just in business, but being a human being in general. It's so important to have that spirit of caring. Because what I see a lot, especially in the industry, is that others that are big don't embrace those who are coming up and creates an animosity when people group themselves together and say we are the best and neglect the ones coming up. It's a very painful thing to see, but it happens. But we need to be conscious to pull others up on our way up, because it pays it forward. Exactly. When you do that, someone else will do that to someone else. But if you are angry at how you came up that you can't share with anyone else, you'll also make that person adopt that mentality and it becomes a chain. So I think it's important.
And I think with me, I also faced a lot of rejection. But I think sometimes rejection grows you.
It builds character.
It builds you and it makes you very powerful. Yeah. So sometimes you need rejection.
Yes, it shapes your character so much because you develop more resilience and being a thick skin, so to say. And every time you hear no, its next opportunity.
Exactly.
You know, and I want to speak about failure in business. You know, you've mentioned so many things that you've tried and some didn't go well, some succeeded. Why is it important for you to always like try and start other businesses and try and innovate them?
It's because of the sky is not the limit.
Right?
Yeah, the sky is not the limit.
It's only the first layer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a test. And sometimes you need to do things with the right people. And it was a form of learning.
It is.
You know?
Hands-on.
So now I know which people to deal with, which people not to deal with. So I had to learn. It was a process of learning.
Yeah.
So
because sometimes you partner with people that don't fully appreciate or share the passion in a way that you do, and it's quite unfortunate that we tell people our ideas and they fall in love with our ideas, but those ideas will always be ours, you know, because people fall out of love.
Exactly.
And when they fall out of love, you can't fall out of love with your own child.
Because it's yours.
It's your own baby.
Exactly.
You can't fall in love. But if you can find someone who comes together and co-parent a baby like that, then they can never fall out of love with that thing, and you can have a more successful. But if you pick people up through like going through the journey, some will you lose.
Exactly. It's a version. It's growth. Yeah, you need disappointment to growth.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I never could.
Exactly. If everything just keeps coming easy, the growth will be minimal.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and failure is a concept that many of us have to deal with, you know, especially if you're a self-starter, independent. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna learn things the hard way. You know, nothing is given. Everything is just either a test or something that's gonna connect you to something bigger.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So yeah, it's
and,
very exciting.
and in life, in order to appreciate what you're doing, and in order to love yourself, don't hate whatever you do. Because it's the reason why it happened.
You need to embrace
it.
Yeah.
For the fact that it
sort
happened.
of like, I remember when I started the podcast, right? I just wanted to do something like for all over the country, if not the continent, you know. But someone said to me, we were having a conversation, I said, dude, you can't want to impress the world or the whole of South Africa.
No, you can't.
Before you do something for your people that shaped you and that made you who you are.
Exactly.
So you first have to, charity begins at home. You first have to do something for where you're from, and then you can start worrying about the rest of the world.
Exactly.
You know?
It is true.
And it's shaping what I'm doing even now, you know, and that's very exciting. So yeah, we've spoken about the challenges in life and business. Now I want to speak about the future. Where do you see, just as you told those guys in the internet cafe, it will be upstairs, and it is today, and it will be like a relaxation, and it is today. What can you tell me about the next like phase of the business? Where are you trying to take it?
I want to learn so much in the beauty industry, which is, we have, in the beauty industry, there's so much that comes in. So you just need to be updated and bring new ideas, bring new services. I want to have my own products.
Yeah.
I want to have my own soaps.
Yeah.
You know, because it goes with the spa rhythm.
Yes,
my gels, my lotion,
package, everything.
You know, yes, in my name.
Yeah.
I just want to grow as a person, and I would love to also have so much franchise, because my business is already known by so much people. Even tourists come here.
Yes.
Every week I receive 3 groups of tourists.
I've seen it on your page,
from Gibbs Business School, where some people are from overseas, the students from North California. You know, your Transcend, your BMW, your ABSA, your Standard Bank, your so much Holland. You know, so much businesses come here. So and students.
Yeah.
So they get exactly, and they get
case
inspired
study.
by me. They listen to my story. They get motivated. And inspired by me.
Yeah.
So I want to see me inspiring a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yes, and I want to tell a young girl that sometimes it's not about education. You know why I'm saying that?
Yeah.
You need education as a backup, but your talent can beat education. It can take you far.
Yeah, further.
A long way, So don't give up if you don't have metric.
Yeah.
Don't give up if you don't have a diploma or a degree.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it doesn't count. Your brain and what you think, it's what counts. That's what I want to say to people. Yes. That's and whatever you think about, do it. Don't think about it and get stuck. The fact that you are thinking about it, it means you're going to do it.
Yeah.
And there's a saying that says, whatever you say, you are inviting it with your tongue. Yes. So whatever you say, you are inviting it and go for it. As a black child, we as black people have a powerful weapon to win. Because we come up with so many ideas but we don't have what?
The resources.
Yeah. But we are very powerful, and we need to keep that and work together. Yes. As black people. We are gonna grow. That's what I want to say, and I want to see many franchises, many Heavenly Spa, and
Okay, that's great. And then what
job opportunities.
Yeah, growing, job opportunities, all these good things, right? And what would you like to see from the people of Alex?
Support.
Yeah.
I want to see support.
Yeah.
And being
together on a journey.
Exactly.
Because in this short journey that I've had with this podcast, I've come across a lot of great people, and I feel like the platforms we can give each other, and I want to try and build those relationships between us through this, so that tomorrow I can put Nko and Xoli in the same place and say, yo guys, we both do great things and you both do great events. Why can't you come together?
Exactly.
Make it even better.
True.
You have an audience that brings in people from other townships. You have an audience that brings different types of people, because I'm hearing the same stories. He's also getting tourists. Why can't he pass some more tourists to you? You're also getting tourists. Why can't you pass them? And the more we build that network, is the more we start having our own. We start owning. Because I know without a shadow of a doubt, when you drop your lotions and your soaps, I'm going to stop using these other big brands. I have to use something that's proudly us,
And what I want to say as well is that not everything is about money. People need to learn that. I've worked with so many people. For instance, there's a coming Mandela Day. I would go to orphanage homes, want to volunteer with my spa, my team. People don't even work for me. They would like, no, it's a good idea, let's go. We'll go there, give women those what's this?
The
old and older people, elderly, the bread, it means so much to them. The massage, they don't know that kind of experience. I remember I went to this old age home in Roma, Catholic Church. When I went there with my team, through Mandela Day, massaging those oldies, elderly, and the grandpas, the grandma. There's this grandma that said to me, my child, I've never ever in my life did nails.
Wow.
I cried.
Wow.
I cried.
And to think, Uti, they forgot that touch.
Yes. Even. I've never ever done nails in my life. I've never ever got a massage in my life.
Wow. To think, Uti, how lonely is that?
Yes.
How lonely is that?
Where are the children of this woman?
So sad.
It's important to spoil your older people. They get old. There's so many diseases that come by. But by a touch and a blood flow, they can heal. Without medication. Not everything needs medication. That's why I do my spas spiritually. I connect with someone when I massage you. I can hear, I can feel, where you are pained.
Yeah, the tension.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, that's so different in terms of like an approach to a business because people always put money first.
Yeah, it's not about money.
No, once you are within your passion and you're doing it for the right reasons and with the open heart, things will come. Money will come.
It will follow.
Everything will follow, but the impact that you have, and that's why I'm so happy to hear about all these things that you've done for your community, you know. And today we get to also shine a light on them and make more people know about them and hear about them, so that whenever they come here, they know with you, they will feel good that they coming here helping you with your business, knowing that you're gonna go out there and help other people with whatever they're going through. And that's what's lacking in a lot of businesses give back to check boxes.
Exactly.
You know, what's our BE score? Hey, we need to get more black people out here. What is our tax? Look, we need to save on tax. We must give something back.
And I want to plead to our leaders to really, really help small businesses.
Yes.
Because most small businesses, they've started their own businesses out of their pockets, you know, without funding, without anyone help. So at least umuntu qale in.
Meet them halfway.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah, we have so many of these things that we're trying to keep alive, like our SAA, that we keep throwing money into. Instead of thinking outside of the box and supporting the next idea that might be bigger than SAA for us. We're holding on to things that are dead. We're dragging in this field instead of investing in things that are fresh and coming up and are going to serve us way better than what we have right now has been serving us. We're holding on to the past too much that we can't even imagine a future or dream of a future without that certain thing, even though that certain thing is dead long ago, you know. So government needs to focus on investing capital into small businesses that are coming up that are going to do amazing things, but we'll never get to see those amazing things if the government is still burning money into things that have been failing over and over and over. And that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over, SAA over and over, and expecting that we're going to get a different result. So I understand that plea and I support it completely.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's show people what you do. I'm gonna let you do my nails while we catch up on some gossip. Come in. Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna come to you.
Okay.
Okay, my love. No.
Thank you.
all right. Yeah, well, it's an interesting place to be, you know, Alexandra. Especially right now, you know. We have an opportunity to like shape the thinking of so many people right now.
Exactly. That's why I bought a spine, Alex.
Yeah.
To show that we black people also know some relaxation. We know the importance of taking care of ourselves.
That's true.
It's not only white people.
Yeah.
Which someone might say, why will it inspire a township? Why did he bring a spine in a township?
Why do we have to leave to get things?
Exactly.
You know, why can't we be happy here where we are? You know,
Exactly.
It's not that this place is completely bad.
No.
There's some things that we're doing right. There are some things that we're failing at. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's important that we invest in fixing the things that aren't working and bettering the things that are working. You know, and part of having a relaxation spa builds like the ecosystem of business. Like yesterday I bought a pizza at the kitchen, you know, and it was so good. Like, I don't need to leave Alex to have a good pizza. You understand how big that is?
Exactly.
You know, and next thing you know, I'm still in Alex, I'm doing my nails. Next thing you know, I want to party.
You want to do a massage. You want to get a massage.
You know, I wanna go party. I have about the hub. You know, I wanna go see art. There's an art gallery at First Park. You know, we can build our own ecosystem to a place where we don't have to leave.
Exactly.
Everything can be all black and still be great. You know, that's what I'm excited the most about the Alex and learning more about all the businesses around here. So I know a lot of people that are listening and not watching are wondering what's going on, what are these sounds. So I'm getting my nails done right now so I can take a picture and show you guys the type of stuff that you can get done. And I know guys, a lot of guys with grooming are very sketchy.
Yeah.
You know, so
but I get guys support as well.
Yeah. So I want you to speak on how is the experience been with men coming into the
it has been awesome.
Space.
They feel so great.
Yeah.
Yeah. They feel so great getting their nails done, you know.
Yeah.
Being neat, you know.
Yeah, being neat is very
Being
important.
there.
And another thing is with male grooming, the industry is growing slowly but surely, you know. But every time you try and speak to a guy about getting their nails done, they get all uptight. I've had a couple of men that I've come across that I've tried to have that conversation with.
Yeah.
Do you get your nails done? What do I look like? And it's that type of thinking that stops you from fully experiencing life, you know. And there's more to life than being all macho and trying to prove that you are a man by having dirty hands or nails.
Exactly.
You know? Okay. No, it's good to hear that a lot of men are coming through to support and taking this seriously. And then what is your best thing that you like doing? Like in terms of the service?
Nails, massages,
okay,
and eyelashes.
And then what are your full services like?
It's nails, massages,
okay,
eyelashes, makeup, waxing.
Waxing, okay, that's very interesting.
And eyebrow shaping.
Okay. Like with eyebrow shaping using what? A thread or
makeup?
Makeup. Oh, okay. Because I used to do threading.
Thread.
Okay. Yeah, I used to get threading done when I was working in the beauty department.
Okay.
At one time, and it was an interesting. I'm one of those guys. I'm always ready to try something out, to learn, and then if that thing is dope and I enjoy it, I always share it.
Yeah.
You know, on my social media. Okay, guys, I tried this out. It's dope.
Yes.
You guys should try it out too.
And,
and through information sharing, I think that's how we grow. Because I know there's someone out there in Alex right now who doesn't know about this spa. And this is such a small place.
Exactly.
So any opportunity where we can like share each other's work, you know, is quite dope.
Exactly.
It's quite dope. Okay, I've never had this done. It's
pushing off the cuticles.
Pushing off the cuticles. Okay, it's very interesting. What does it do? Does it allow the nails to grow better?
Yes.
Okay. It's very interesting. Push your cuticles, guys. Get your cuticles pushed. Come to every relaxation spa. Yeah. And another thing that I'm doing right now, Anatoly, with my social, is I'm advertising other people's brands and businesses and stuff around like us. Because I believe it's important to share other people's works at the same time, you know, because we help build that ecosystem.
Exactly.
Because when someone comes to you, they know what, since we say 15, 14, I can get something to eat, type of thing.
True.
And that goes a long way because that business's customers become your customers. It builds that ecosystem. So
exactly.
that is so great. It'll be so great. And what are you applying right now?
Top coat gel.
Okay. And what does this do?
It's to keep the nail shiny.
Gentlemen.
No.
We
The
need to
nail
keep our
shiny.
nails shiny. I'm going to be sharing a picture of it so everyone can get to see, how they need to keep their nails. Okay, so what type of massages do you do?
I do Swedish massage,
Okay.
hot stone, thigh, neck massage,
Alright.
spots massage, and Indian head massage.
Indian head massage. Okay. She just put my hand in this other machine that...
A UV lamp.
A UV lamp. Okay. That's quite dope. What does it do, the UV lamp?
It dries the top coat.
It dries it quicker than just letting it...
Yeah, it's an LED light.
You have a lot of massages that you do, eh? Some of them I don't even know.
So you just need to put the counter in.
Yeah, and let people understand what each one is good for, Yeah. Okay. I heard that.
And put this one.
Okay. You can sense the hand. I see the light going on and off. This is quite interesting. So let's speak on the COVID-19 and what the effects of the COVID-19 have been for your business.
It has been really affecting.
Yeah.
The turnover has went down, and it's just a mess.
Yeah.
Just a mess. We've applied for relief funds,
The
but we're not getting any help. So it's just a mess.
Yeah, because even if they can't pay the 350s, how are they gonna relieve small businesses?
Exactly. And now they're expecting small businesses to pay tax.
Tax.
How are you paying tax
when you're not
if
even
you're not even
making enough
money
to survive?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like with this COVID-19 thing, because my sister owns like a fast food place as well, and she's also been taking a dip. There was this time where she was forced to close because of they didn't want people selling
Exactly.
fast food under a certain level.
You also closed.
You understand? And how do you still pay the lights, pay for all these other things, rent? Yeah, because the landlord still wants the full thing,
Exactly.
And if you find yourself where your landlord is someone you can't negotiate with, what do? You're forced to close down shop. You have employees as well. You understand? It's not just one family starving. My sister has 2 employees, and they had to stay home for like a couple of weeks.
And they still need to get paid.
Yeah. Where do you go? Do you go into your own pocket? And how does that affect your own family? And how long are you guys going to survive if you're giving away the money?
Exactly.
It's been really tough on businesses. I feel like something needs to be done, and the government must just make up their mind in terms of they need to stop with the corruption and the looting and all of that stuff. We're over it. We're under a pandemic and people are still thinking with their stomachs. We need to be strategic. Monies need to go where they need to go. This whole tender inflating thing needs to stop.
I'm just not happy.
You can't be happy in these circumstances because now where do we go from here? You know, because everyone came into 2020 with plans to grow their businesses, to market themselves better, to do new things, bring new things, and they can't anymore because the virus came in, and now the government made all types of claims. What we're gonna do this? There's this much billions set aside. It's gonna support unemployed people. It's gonna support small businesses to keep them running, and big businesses will be able to let their people work from home and stuff. What about these types of businesses where people can't work from home? You know,
It's bad.
it's really bad. I'm also
That our politicians have just failed us.
right, and now it's been so many years of democracy, but we failed to build more hospitals, build more schools, make infrastructure better. I mean, schools in the rurals, children don't even have running water in those schools. And it's how many years into democracy? It's very sad. It's very sad. And I don't know. I don't know how but we need to figure something out as a people. Is it done?
Yeah, we done.
Wow. Okay. These are the nails. Okay, I'm gonna take a picture and share it with you guys. Okay.
You just need to wash your hands first.
Wash my hands, sanitize. Take a picture. Okay, I'm gonna do that definitely. Okay, Xoli, thank you for joining us on the show. It's been Clevo actually episode 17, and we're signing out.